Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for my first decent battle in the Challenger 1, which happened in the 14th battle of driving it, still on the 30th of March, a few hours after, a couple hours, I don't know, within an hour or two after finishing the first 10 anyway. So, a little background. Ordinarily, when I do a first 10, I stop driving that tank immediately after the first 10 and move on to whatever the next thing is in the next nation I have to grind for. But in this case, in order to make the April Fool's Day video, I needed to try and get the exact same battle that the first battle of the first 10 had happened on. So I played my Challenger 1 for about a day and a half afterwards and never got 38th parallel again. It wasn't even like I got 38th parallel and got the wrong side of it, or it was a conquest map instead of the domination map that I got for the first battle of the Challenger 1 first 10. No, I just didn't see... I did not see 30th parallel again for a day and a half. Finally, I just went and started a custom battle that was what I needed and played it, and that's how I got the video recording of the 5.7 battle rating Challenger that you saw. So that's why I kept on playing this, and as a result, I had some decent battles in the Challenger very quickly. In fact, on the first day. Normally my first decent battle, first good battle type follow-up video is a week or two later because I end up playing other tanks. But anyway, as you can see, most of us, besides the AI player who waited back at the spawn, 4 out of the 5 of us human players on the team were able to capture the C point and get 300 spawn points, so that was good. And then I was able to move up to the B point, which sometimes you get this opportunity in a very small battle. You find that a lot of the enemy team flanks out to the sides and doesn't go for the capture points, and you get an opportunity to get some capture score real fast, which is what happened for me. 2 captures here, not bad. That's a fair amount of research towards still working for parts on the Challenger 1. And you can see, sure enough, there's somebody getting marked way down south because, of course, the enemy team went way out to the edges of the map. Because I think they thought we would still be in our spawn this far away? I don't know. At any rate, we lost an Abrams just in front of me here, so that was a little bit dangerous. I did hear where the shot came from, so I'm trying to watch for the T-64A that knocked him out, and there he is. Nice penetrating shot right through into his ammo carousel, and a detonation for the first kill of the battle. So 2 captures and a kill. I'm already happy with the battle and a stock Challenger, but it was not done yet. So I was able to move a little farther down and get into a ambush position more or less here alongside some wreckage, hoping that my gun wasn't sticking out too far forward. And you can see we lost another MBT-70 back behind me to a T-64B, so just kind of sitting still at the moment and waiting for anybody to show up. Now, the enemy that I'm marking there is most likely going to be the AI in their team, but I marked him just the same because, well, a kill is a kill, and if one of our dudes gets a kill on him, that's more score for them to possibly respawn. So if somebody starts capturing the B point, I'm pretty confident it's got to be the T-64B that just killed our teammate back there, and sure enough, you can just barely see him through the smoke just as the smoke is starting to fade away. Kind of guesstimated my shot on him, got a hit into his engine, started him on fire. You can see his turret rotating there in the smoke. He shoots and misses, and I'm able to get a fairly well-placed shot into his ammo carousel. And there's a T-64A knocked out. Not the B that I was looking for, but still. Second kill, and the B point looks pretty open for recapturing. So I'm not too mad about that.
Attention to the map.
I marked a guy that I had seen marked on the mini-map, finished up to capture for my 3rd capture of the game, so already I'm thinking this battle is not that bad, and I wish this battle had happened during the first 10. Spot our friend the Bagel Panzer up in the woods. Get a nice kill shot on him for my 3rd kill of the battle. Thought I saw somebody briefly up there. Tried to machine gun him down for hits. Didn't see anything, so moved on. We've got a guy on top of the A point. I decided not to try and move in and get in on the capture because I didn't think I would make it in time, and that would just unnecessarily expose me as a moving target. Now, ZSU-57 just shot down our B-57, so there's somebody somewhere. We've got a guy getting marked right back there that I was heading back to help with by the C point, but our Abrams takes him out. It was a Leopard 2K. And our guy up here on the A point marks a guy. I get a spot on him and just happen to get a nice shot into the ammo on the ZSU-57 for my 4th kill. Just before I get killed by a guy with a backup T-64A. But 4 kills, an assist, and 3 captures, I can live with that for a starting run in the Challenger 1. Decided to come back in the Chieftain Mark 10 because, well, my Chieftain Mark 10 still needs modifications, so... Also, it has APF SDS, which was the best option I had for bringing back as a second vehicle. And let me tell you, driving the Chieftain after being able to drive the Challenger is just, it magnifies how slow the Chieftains are. Agonizingly painful. So I marked my friend in the T-64A as I'm slowly trying to chug my way back to the cap. A Bagel Panzer, the same guy in the Bagel Panzer came back in a spare Bagel Panzer and he got knocked out a moment ago. You can hear some sort of airplane going over. It's definitely hostile if you look at the mini-map, so didn't get a spot on him, not sure exactly what he was. Made sure I let the team know. And then moved in to try and finish off my friend, who I'm sure is the T-64A that killed me up here at the B point. Took a bounce shot from somebody that I believe was the MBT-70. And just barely missed my shot into the ammo carousel, but managed to knock out a couple of his crew. I think I must have damaged his, damaged his horizontal turret drive as well. However, the acceleration difference between the T-64A and the Chieftain Mark 10 was such that there was no way I was going to catch this guy. However, he thankfully drove out in front of my MBT-70 ally there, and there was a kill assist for me. The FW-190F, I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to do. Presumably stop me, but I don't know. My Chieftain's mobility, of course, was so bad that it cost me getting back to the B point in time to actually cap it, but really, I don't care. This battle was all about the Challenger 1, and I was content with the results for the Challenger 1. Didn't even take that long, really. I was happy with it. So you can see the scoring. I ended up with a first place in only my 14th battle or so with the Challenger 1. I thought that was alright. Got a fair amount of awards. A little 6-pack there. And there's the kill feed. And as a bonus, I'm bringing you a second battle that was also a decent battle in the Challenger Mark 1, or Challenger 1. This was actually from the next day on the 31st of March. So I don't know exactly what number battle it was, because like I said, I had played a ton of battles on the 30th and 31st to try and get the 30th parallel map again in domination from the same side spawn, so I could get the fade out bit that I used for the April Fool's video, but it just didn't happen. So by now we were into the April Fool's events going on the 31st here on Saturday. So as you'll see in just a moment, there's a clown with a jester hat on this Abrams next to me. And at the time, I was still trying to work on getting my first hat for the April Fool's Day event, where my special task was win 7 battles with 90% battle activity, which was insane. I ended up winning 2 out of 7 after like 12 or 13 battles of getting either a loss, where I think I had 1 loss where I had 90% battle activity, and I had 3 victories where I had between 85 to 89%. I finally just paid to change it. It's like, I don't care. It was 50,000 lions. I was like, I don't care. Change it. Change it again. Ran into this Leo 1 coming up here. Or, yeah, Leo A1, A1. Hit him in his engine, set him on fire. He hit my driver. Thankfully, that was all he really did. I was able to keep putting rounds into him. Set him on fire, so he had to deal with his fire, which I don't think he was going to be able to deal with. However, I wasn't about to let him get to that chance and kept pouring APDS into him until I finally took out his crew. Not only for my first kill, but the first kill of the entire battle. Then moved back into the B point and picked up my second capture of the battle. And I don't remember if it was my last victory in the last battle right previous to this one, or just the last time I had won was 89%. I don't remember, but I was already getting fed up with that hat task. Now you can see a T-64 off to the right there. I didn't see him during the initial battle, but thankfully he bounced a shot off me, and I was able to move in. I just missed his ammo carousel there somehow, but took out his gunner, his horizontal, and his vertical turret drives, and he didn't move for some reason, and let me get a shot at him. Now that delay there, if you haven't noticed, is because my ping was 240 on this EU server that I was in. And that is also because, going all the way back to the Challenger First 10, my battles were... the matchmaker was taking so long to get battles that I turned on EU and US servers. And I just had left it on for speed's sake, trying to get that 38th parallel battle I was looking for. I just left the matchmaker going on EU and US, so this was the highest ping I had seen the entire time, and there was actually an appreciable delay in between actions going on. I'm really surprised I never took any hits or shot at someone and they shot me first because of ping, but didn't happen. Oh hey look, it's a thumbnail. And there's the third capture of the battle for the Challenger 1. So again, I already knew the day prior I'd had the first good battle video set up, but I was pretty confident I was just going to tack this one on to the end of it, if not make this a separate battle itself. It kind of depended on what kind of score I could get. A big old comrade shows up. I just sort of missed shooting down the center of the crew compartment there, which would have killed him, but that's okay. I'll take the assist on that one. I was pretty confident this would be another victory. This would end up being the second victory with a 90% battle activity. That guy, I'm not sure. I just fired the shot there because I was hoping to snake an assist on him, and I ended up killing him through his ammo carousel for my third kill of the battle. And that would actually end up being the final kill I would get. 3 kills and 3 captures without a death. In a moment, all that's going to be left of the enemy team is going to be aircraft, and they are going to just fool around, flying around up at their up at altitude and then back to their base. So in a moment, I'll fast forward us a little bit to spare you guys the near a minute or so that it takes for the final to get to the final score. But anyway, another first place with 3 kills, an assist, and 3 captures, and no deaths, so it's not a 10-kill battle or an ace battle, but for a stock Challenger, I didn't think it was that bad at all. So as you can see here, we're searching around looking for the last guy. It's an LA-200 who just took out our P-47 up there. And I'm just trying to spot him, hopefully get some shots at him, and realize that, okay, well, look how slowly the tickets are ticking off with just aircraft left on their team, and we hold all 3 caps. That seems a little goofy, but that's the way the game goes sometimes. There we go. ZSU-57 gets taken out, and now there's nothing but air, and there he is. And I see him running back towards his base now, because, of course, he's in the LA-200, so he doesn't have any sort of ground attack. And he's just wasting everybody's time now. So, popped a couple shots off at him here with, you know, not really holding a lot of hope of actually getting a hit on him. And we'll skip forward here. And after about 2 minutes of just sitting here waiting for him to come back, he finally lands and J's out, and that was that. And there you have it. And as you can see here, this was on the 31st when the game was goofed up and glitched out with displaying all the pictures. But I did get one of the special April Fool's Day tiger chests, so. And there you can see, like I said, 3 kills, an assist, 3 captures, no deaths. Nice symmetrical little score line there. There's the awards. More awards than the last battle. And there's the kill feed. So that'll do for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. A couple of decent battles in the Challenger 1. It can do it, and I don't even have any upgrades yet. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you all very soon for more War Thunder. Take care, everyone. And as usual, have a great day. We'll see you next time.